Good afternoon, CJ. How are you today?
I'm fine.
Okay. I just want to warn you before we start our session that everything you say here today is completely confidential. Unless, of course, I feel that you are planning to harm yourself or someone else, then I have a duty to report that. Do you understand that?
All right.
Okay. You okay with that? Okay. Now, what brings you in today?
I'm having some self-esteem issues.
Self-esteem issues. What? Um, Elaborate on that for me. What type of self-esteem issues are you having?
Well, I'm feeling like I'm no longer fitting in a community, and I'm feeling like with my dating life with girls, because of my weight gain, that I'm not meeting the girls that I really want to meet. Things of that nature.
Okay. So, you, your, is your dating life your biggest issue, or is it? And because you mentioned fitting in, who are you attempting? I mean, who do you feel like you don't fit in with?
Well, with my friends, with my family, just period. I mean, um, it seemed like I'm always the odd man out. I can walk into a bar that I know I've never been in before, or even if I walk in a place where I know everybody, I still feel like I'm the awkward person.
Mm-hmm. So you feel awkward in situations, and why are you feeling awkward in these situations?
Um, I know it has a lot to do with the weight I've gained, and I went to Harvard, so I don't know if it's
Oh, I
because of my
see.
level of education. Um, I'm
I
just
see.
confused right now. So,
I see. So I can see how you feel that way, but I think that we're going to have to really explore that because CJ, being a Harvard graduate is something great. Not very many people in life can reach that status. So you should be proud of that. And we may have to explore whether or not you're in the right places too. But now about the girls, you said you feel like your confidence is down because you've gained a little weight.
yeah, I mean, um, I'm not the most in shape person, but um, I've gained a couple pounds over the years.
When you say a couple, how is it? Is it? Did you gain a lot of weight or?
In a short period of time, I gained a lot of weight. So, um, I pride, before I prided myself on being in shape, but I haven't had time to really, you know, go to the gym like I needed to.
Oh,
So,
I understand.
yeah.
Life gets busy, so we can't always get to the gym when we need to. Well, I want to find out a little more about what you're telling me here. I want you to kind of visualize a situation. Say, for instance, when you mentioned going to the bar. When you go to the bars and you see a girl, tell me the inner dialogue that plays in your head as you're approaching these girls.
Well, if I initially see a young lady I like,
What are you hearing?
well, in the beginning, I would, of course, want to approach her, but then I start to second guess myself. I would automatically start to blame my weight gain as being the reason that I might not be the guy she likes, or my height, or I'm always coming up with excuses. So um, it's like I'm already lost before I even go over there.
Oh, I see. Okay, that's pretty interesting to me. Now, when I look at you, I want to say that you seem you're pretty tall. So I don't. Most people want to be tall. Most gentlemen want to be tall. That seems like a great thing to me. And then as far as weight, you look pretty much fit to me. But I know when you put on those pounds, you know that you've put them on. You look great to me, CJ. I don't really see what you're thinking, but I do understand because sometimes we feel these ways within ourselves. Okay, so what I want you let's do a little quick exercise. I want you to we're gonna take this piece of paper and I want you to write down some of the negative thoughts that you hear in your head. Okay?
Right.
All right. And then I'm gonna do something with you after that. All right. Okay, see. So here, what I want to do is I'm going to read these thoughts to you, the thoughts that you're having. The first thing you wrote down here is you no longer fit in with your friends, right?
Right.
Okay. The next thing you have here is girls don't like you because you've gained weight.
Right.
Um, and you also wrote down you don't know how to make friends. You're kind of awkward and you don't know how to speak to them.
Right.
Okay. Let's first address number one. You no longer fit in with your friends. You told me that you feel like you no longer fit in with your friends because you are a Harvard graduate and you seem a little different from them now, right?
Correct.
Okay. So, do these statements, I no longer fit in with my friends, girls don't like me, you don't know how to make friends, do these statements sound negative to you?
Sound very negative.
I hear a bunch of negative statements as well. I'm glad we can agree. Now, what I want to do here is I want to try to counteract. I want to write, and we can do it together. Let's put together some positive statements that counteract these statements that you said. This is called cognitive restructuring. What I'm trying to do here is to change your thought process because honestly, I can list about 20 positive things about you right here on this paper. Being a Harvard graduate again is so great. So now, no, you no longer fit in with your friends. Well, what can we say positively of something opposite is? How can you start to change your thought?
Um, my friends need to accept me for who I am.
I really like that. Let's write that down. Friends need to accept you. Okay. For who you are. And do you really feel like your friends need to accept you, CJ?
Well, yeah,
Do you believe that?
yes, I do.
I mean, how many successful people have, you're an attorney now. How many of your friends are as successful as you?
Um, not that many. Um,
So, have you ever considered that they could actually be uh, feel that you're superior to them, or maybe even jealous, and maybe it's not really what you're perceiving?
that could be. That could be. That could be it.
they may actually accept you. They may be proud of you too. So it's different ways. My point in saying that to you is it's different ways that you can think about things. You have no longer fit in with them. You said my friends need to accept me for who I am. That's an awesome positive statement. Now let's think of a positive statement for this one. Girls don't like me because I have gained weight. What can you say positive about yourself when you really start to feel like this?
Um, Maybe it's time to get back in the gym.
Maybe it's time to get back in the gym. That's positive. That would make you feel better. But as far as girls liking you, you what can you because you gained weight, do you think that everyone is the same size? I mean, talk to me a little about that. What positive can you gain from this? You have positive attributes.
Or
Say, I've gained weight, but I am what?
I'm also very successful. So
You're successful and you are tall, you're dark, you're handsome, all things that women like, and you're educated, right? No children. So when you're thinking of approaching a girl, maybe you could consider some of these thoughts instead of these negative thoughts. The next negative self statement I see here for you is, um, I don't know how to make friends. I'm awkward and you know, and I don't know how to make friends. What do you say about this? What can you say positively? Think of something positive. Let's counteract this negative statement. You don't know how to make friends.
um, I guess just appreciate the friends I have, the true friends I have.
You can appreciate the true friends you have. So, what we've done here is we've replaced all of these negative statements with positive statements. Am I correct? So, when you go home and let's set a goal. I see you again in 2 weeks, right?
Right.
Okay. Every time you hear something negative in your head, I want you to begin to replace that negative thought with a positive thought, especially concerning yourself. There are a bunch of positive attributes about you, and that's what I want you to really think about. And when you think about you've gained weight, you told me you were going to get back into the gym. Get back into the gym, and then remember you are successful, as you said, and you are a likable person. So you can, of course, people will like you, and you aren't awkward. You're probably just different. Look at it in a positive light instead of in a negative light.
Okay.
Okay, so before we go, I want you to say these positive things about yourself. Tell me these positive statements.
Um, I'm not awkward.
You're not awkward.
Um, I should just accept me for who I am.
Mm-hmm. You're not awkward. You should accept yourself. Accept you for who you are. Okay? Those are all positive things. Those are the things that I want you to take with you. Now, what are you going to do for the next 2 weeks? You are going to, anytime a negative statement enters your head, you're going to what? Replace it with
A positive thought.
You're going to replace it with a positive thought. And even if you have to keep a journal, if you have to write down, I'm going to give you this paper. You can keep this in your pocket with you, okay? The things that you wrote. And I'm going to cross out all these negative things because these things are not true about you. Excuse me. All these positive statements here, say them to yourself when you get home. Internalize these things because you are someone, okay?
All right.
And when I meet with you in 2 weeks, I want you to give me an update on how things have gone. Fair?
All right.
All right. Well, thanks for meeting with me today, CJ.
All right. Thank you.
Okay.
All right.